So that sets up our final match against Brian Meeker and Nathan Estrada. And Nathan's going to go into this match with a 23-pin handicap advantage.
Yeah, Jeff. Brian's average is 199 and Nathan's is 173. So when we figure out the math on the handicap, he's going to get that slight pin advantage again.
And Brian, as you can see, a power bowler, like I mentioned before, and leaves a 9-pin.
Yeah, leaves a 9-pin. I mean, Brian has been bowling fantastic all day long. He finished our qualifier with a 744 series scratch.
That's pretty fantastic when you
really
consider he's a 199.
199 bowler. So he's going to cover that spare in the first, no problem.
Get the nerves settled down a little bit with a mark, and that should settle him down a little bit.
A little bit. Hopefully he can put that behind him. He said before the match that he was extremely nervous.
And Nathan's first shot. Let's see if he can start off with a strike like the other ones he started off with.
Oh, get it!
Just missed it.
Just missed the messenger on the 10-pin. Pretty good roll of that ball. It, looked pretty good. Just missed it. Messenger just doesn't have enough oomph.
It's not quite enough to get across there.
That's
Let's see if he can pick this up now. He's had some challenges with this, and again drops it in the channel.
He's had a really hard time with 10-pins today. I'm not sure what's going on there, but he's going to need to figure that out.
I think sometimes that just gets in their head. They drop a few in the channel, and all of a sudden that's all they can think about.
He could, but he's going to need to figure out a way to overcome that and start dropping those because he's missed far too many for, I'm sure, his liking today.
All right, so here we go in the second frame. Let's see if he can put a
back.
mark up on the board here.
See if he bounces back here.
Again, a little off balance and leaves that 9-pin again.
Same 9-pin.
If he can get this one covered.
It'll be a little easier. He's shooting at the 9-pin, not the 10-pin this frame, so a little bit easier, a little more room to work with.
And I noticed he used his first ball.
I'm a little surprised by that. He almost threw that one in the gutter as well. Barely hung on there, came back.
A little bit of concern there, it looks like.
A little bit. He didn't look too happy with that.
All right, let's see what Brian can do now. He's got a mark on the board. A lot of speed, a lot of power. Nice shot right in the pocket.
Drives it right through.
That's the way he's been bowling all day.
Straight down at it and just powering through those pins.
Just overpowers the pins. Just incredible. If he can follow that up, he really put some pressure on Nathan here if he can put a double on the board.
I've had an opportunity to bowl with both of these guys quite a bit, and Brian, both these guys are fantastic guys. They're really relaxed. They're easygoing. It's good to see these guys in the finals, and hopefully they can bowl a really good match here. Oh, and then he's gonna push that one right through the head pin, and that's not gonna be. He's not gonna like that.
I think Brian's going to have to understand too that there's been 2 matches bowled on this pair. He's going to have to make some adjustments. He'll probably have to make them pretty fast too.
It almost looks like he's aiming the ball right now. He's going to need to let it go. I mean, you can see there he's a little more reserved. Nice, easy spare shot for him. Hooks the ball a little bit more there, slows it down. But it looks like on his first shot, we'll take a look at this spare. You can see what I'm talking about. Even on the spare shot, he seems to be just aiming it a little bit. We haven't seen that all day long. Yes. Nice, easy release.
Nathan up here in the third frame. Let's see if he's got that outside shot, but he carries it.
Every time it carries, he got lucky on that one, and he knows that. You can see from his reaction.
It's been really interesting to watch Nathan bowl these 2 different lines. One real outside, taking the break point at about the 5 board. But
yeah, he seems to be doing that more on the right lane than the left lane. I'm not sure if that's on purpose, but it's working out well for him.
Yeah, it is. So far, so good. Let's see what happens here. 4th frame. Again, that outside line, and that one just didn't carry.
Yeah, it looks like it came up a little bit high.
See if he can get this 8-pin spare here and get a mark on the board.
Should be pretty routine.
Looks like a pretty routine shot. Good cover there by Nathan. And with that mark, he just keeps the pressure right on Brian because he's got that extra pins.
Yeah, Brian's bowled clean through this point, but he's gonna have to hit some strikes here. He cannot spare and win this game.
No, spares are good, but
They're not
got a
gonna-
23-pin handicap. You got to do some strikes in a row.
And he missed that one as well, right through that pin. Again, looks like he's just aiming the ball. Really, really reserved. He needs to do what he's been doing all day and get back to that. Just let it rip, fire it down there. He's been really successful all day long with that. Looks like he's taking off a little bit of speed.
Yeah, pretty routine spare for Brian there.
Yep, I've watched him make that spare quite a few times. No problem for Brian. He's going to be up now on the right lane. Let's see if he can get a strike here. He's got to get one on the board, or the second strike on the board.
I know both these bowlers. I talked to them earlier. They are really stoked about the opportunity to win this first Strikers Anniversary Tournament. Beautiful Eagle Trophy there, and top prize. Top prize is really big for a tournament like this.
It looks like he just missed that one again. He's not going to be very happy with this performance so far to this point. Yeah, what was the first prize payout for this tournament was a little bit bigger than these bowlers expected today. I think we had a bigger turnout than we thought we were going to have.
Right. Usually these tournaments like this, you'll see maybe a $300 or $400 first place awards, but in today's event, we have a $700 first prize check going to the winner here. That's a lot. That's a lot.
It's excellent for a bowling tournament this size. It's really good sponsors, good tournament today. It's been a lot of fun for these bowlers.
Yeah, I want to give a shout out to Pepsi for helping us with our prize fund, and they've been a great sponsor for a lot of tournaments here at Lava Lane. So we want to give them a big shout out.
And it looks like a really good shot by Nathan here. He's taking that outside line. He's kind of abandoned that inside line. I think it was maybe hooking for him a little too much, but he's putting it out there, and he's getting lucky with some carry there. It looks pretty good.
Got that one out of the gutter and took that 7-pin out. See if he can
follow it
up with a double here. We really need to see something here. Oh no, right through the head pin.
Yes, he's going to leave the church there. That's going to be a little tough to pick up. I don't see him picking this spare up. He's just going to have to get some pin count here, and
that's about as head pin as you can get right there.
Yeah, it doesn't get much worse than that.
Yeah. So again, I think the strategy here is to get the 3 pins, right?
Take the 3. He's going to need to, and rely on his handicap. That's exactly what he does.
Got the 3 pins. I think he's got this figured out. With Brian not putting strikes together, all he has to do is just keep marking, and he's got it.
Making it relatively easy on Nathan here.
See if we can see Brian with a strike here, maybe. And
Brian, he's just rushing it. He just doesn't look comfortable up there right now.
He doesn't. He looked like he was just really pushing that one.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. Brian's bowled such a good series, as I mentioned earlier. I think he finished out our series at 744, had no problem with the second round qualifying groups. Breezed through his group. This is just not what we expected to see. He's not going to be too happy with this, but if he can pick this up, he's still got a few frames here to play with, but he's going to have to really string some strikes at this point.
I've noticed too in watching bowling pretty much most of my life is even in the PBA, I think there's some advantage in many cases to be the bowler that's actually bowled a few games instead of coming in cold. I know obviously everybody wants to be the first seed because you only got to win one game, but boy, I'll tell you, it almost looks like Nathan's got an advantage not only in handicap, but by bowling 2 games prior to this.
You may be onto something there. We do see that sometimes quite a bit where these step ladders, the winner of the first match does seem to have a little bit of a lane knowledge advantage. But obviously it is a lot easier to win that one game.
Yes, it's a lot easier to win 1 than it is 3. Again,
nice
try by Brian.
Nice try to get the baby split there, but
he knew he needed it. He didn't have any choice. He had to go for it.
He had to go for that, and he got the 1, so that's unfortunate.
Yeah, that leaves the door open pretty much for Nathan to wrap this thing up. Nathan can really nail it here. again, he used that.
He's definitely
used
outside. It's hooking up pretty hard there. His speed, it looks like he's getting really tired. His speed's definitely down.
Yeah, and the lanes are drying out, so they're hooking up a little bit more.
Looks like he's going to pick up a little. It's a hook ball here.
That's not his normal taboo, though.
No, and
nice try there. Wow.
He was going for that.
He didn't really even need it, though.
No, but that was as close as you can get without making that shot, Jeff.
Yeah, that gives him a little confidence, too. Sometimes you don't have to make the shot to feel a lot of confidence here.
No, he's got to feel pretty good about that effort. That is remarkable.
Another half an inch, and that would have pushed that right into that pin. So Nathan.
Oh, that's not a good bounce back shot.
No, that was that looked like it was on the Brooklyn side there.
Quite a bit. I think he just pulled it.
And these lanes again, they're changing. They're changing every shot.
Well, they're definitely drying out by this point. We've seen a lot of traffic on that right side. None of our bowlers today were left-handed, so it looks like he's going to be able to cover this spare no problem.
Yeah, we see in that 7th frame, we got Nathan at 104 and Brian at 123. So you get 23 pins handicap onto that 104. It really evens it out a little bit there.
Yeah, you know, Brian needs a strike here if he has any chance at this match.
He's got a strike here.
And it looks like he pulled it again.
Oh, he got fortunate.
He's going to carry that 10 pin.
Oh, he got that Brooklyn. Look at him smiling.
He knows he needed that to stay in this match.
Yeah,
he had to have that.
Probably the sloppiest one he's thrown all day long, and he gets a break there. The pin comes out of the ceiling and knocks that 10 pin out of there. Boy, was he fortunate there. See if he can strike another one here.
Absolutely anybody's game after that strike.
Oh my goodness, that is horrible.
Oh, that is the worst follow-up to that ever.
Oh my goodness, Brian knows that he has really put the pressure on himself here.
He just got himself back into this match with that last strike, and this is just...
I think maybe he just rushed that one a little bit.
It's just devastating to see that.
Let's see, he's got to go for it. He knows he's got to get it.
Not even close. Total flyby.
He was trying really hard to pick that up because he knew they had to have it.
He'd had to cut that so tight, it's just not reasonable.
So what do you think Nathan's thinking right now here?
He's probably thinking if he wants to buy a new ball at the pro shop. with the tournament winnings he's going to make here.
Oh my goodness! He leaves the door wide open again.
Neither one of these guys want to close the door on this one. It looks like. He's looking at his face. He knows it too.
Wow! Here we've seen these splits in the last few frames.
So that puts him at. Well, we got to see if he picks these 3 up on the cover. He should take the 3, and that'll put him at 129 in the 9th. So they're both on opens in the 9th, unless he can pull. Yep, he's going to be on an open. Good try at it.
So that's going to put Nathan at 129.
And Brian's at 145. So
he had that 23 pins, and it's really a pretty close match. It's not over by any means.
If Nathan had marked in the last frame, we'd see it'd be a little bit different here. But Nathan's got a lot of pressure. Both bowlers have put a lot of pressure on themselves.
It really comes down to this 10th frame here. And Nathan again high, Brooklyn.
Neither guy can seem to get any further over.
It just seems like this lane has changed so fast that now that they're overhooking everything.
I think they're a little bit tired. Nathan's bowled a lot of games today, and he's looked like his speed has definitely slowed down from this morning's rounds.
He's got to have this. This could be a tournament right here for him.
He's going to cover. That's excellent for Brian, or for Nathan.
We'll see what he can do on this last final shot of his tournament here. Close it out with a strike maybe, and
strike will give him 149, 200 even with his handicap.
See if he can close this out with a strike here. And there it goes. Looks pretty good. Oh, nice shot.
It's going to carry. So that's going to put him at 200 with his handicap. That means Brian is going to have to strike twice.
And get at least a 7-pin count.
At least 7 at the end, yes, in order to take this match. So
a little bit of pressure.
A lot of pressure. He's going to have to definitely strike the first 2 frames. Let's see what he can do here.
All right, here he goes. Let's see. Looks like a good shot.
Oh,
beautiful. Beautiful shot.
That's one down. He needs one more to stay in this match.
It looked like Nathan was reminding him of that a little bit. Maybe a little gamesmanship going on there.
I think so.
Nice, beautiful shot right there. See if Brian can do this again. He needs another one. Got to have a strike and 7-pin count at minimum.
He needs the strike here.
This is the tournament for him right here.
Looks like, it came up light, and that's going to be it.
That did not come up the way he anticipated it would, and there it is. Looks like this is going to be Nathan Estrada as our Strikers' first anniversary champion. Yeah, good for him.
Yeah, the best Brian can shoot now is a 165, which would put him at 193, and that is not going to cover the 200.
Yep, it's going to put him 7 pins short.
So we got the finals here for Strikers' first anniversary tournament. In second place, we have Brian Meeker and a check for $350. Thanks, Brian. And in first place we have Nathan Estrada, a check for $700 and the championship trophy.